What's up, guys? Welcome to Slops Locks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen the show before, do yourself a favor right now. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Get the notifications on. You're never going to want to miss another one of these for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, I'm going to go ahead and introduce you to today's panel, the men that are going to be stuffing cash in your pockets all weekend long. The first one is wearing a hat. Again, and I don't know if it doesn't wear a hat. They're both wearing hats today, but Tommy, do you ever wear a hat?
Yeah. No, not really.
You're a hat guy?
Yeah, I'm a hat guy.
Okay.
You love that hat.
Yeah, dude. I have three of the same hat. I wear the Miami hat, I wear the Texas Tech hat, and I wear this hat. You know what it is, Slop? It's almost like with McAfee when he was wearing the black tank tops.
Okay.
Like it's like a brand now. Like it's like you gotta stick to the brand. Like if you wore a hat, it'd be weird now, right?
Yeah, no, I don't wear a hat. I'm never a hat guy.
I do when I do.
John in the hat for softball games. That's the
I wear a hat, and they say stuff to me sometimes too. It's like, oh, dude, I don't even recognize you with a hat on. You're like,
yeah. The other thing is I got a long head, so like there's not many hats that fit right. Like Matt could just plop a flat brim on. Once I break a hat in, that's my hat. So and then I usually buy like three of the same hat.
All right. So I maybe I'm just not real receptive and not paying a lot of attention. But yeah, nice work on the hat, Tommy.
Conspiracy videos is when I don't wear.
Great work on the video last night that I retweeted. That was a lot of fun. In your defense, the first 30 seconds of that thing was
Listen, the first 30 seconds was incredible. The next 3.5 minutes were horrific. But the first 30 seconds, fucking nails.
Yeah, exactly. I blame anyone for watching it longer than 30 seconds.
I mean, realistically, no one does, right? Like 30 seconds is the average watch time.
It is like
no one probably even saw the Troy and Utah.
Nope.
They probably just stopped there.
We don't even talk about that.
Yeah, nailed all the NFL stuff.
Well, nice work, Tommy. I like your videos. I think they're very entertaining. They won me some money too, and I think you're getting better at them, and I think you should keep doing them. While you're thinking about that, let's talk to the other guy. People are saying you had a great run in the Thunderdome, Matt. I don't remember that, but maybe you did. Maybe you can talk a little bit about it.
There's a whole description at the bottom. It said
I'm not reading all that, dude.
It said that.
You want me to read it for you so you're not touting yourself?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because
Tommy can't even read.
Listen, DeadPres had the best 3 Thunderdome week stretch of all time in September, plus 33 units, set the one-show record at plus 14 units, and broke it 2 weeks later at plus 15 units, and still is not as good as Slop and Tommy.
That does say that at the end. Yep.
It does say that at the end.
Yeah.
It sounds like AI wrote that. I'm not a big Victory Lap guy. You know what I mean? Like it's like I've done this before, so it's not like
you weren't gonna read it. So I'm happy.
You know what I mean?
I gave you some energy with it too. I tried.
Yeah, you did. You did.
That was actually a very good read.
That was a really good read. Yeah.
I used.
He's a radio guy. He's got experience.
I'm a radio guy.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You know the drill. I'll be honest with you, man. Like I've had this feeling for the last 2 weeks, right? That like shit's about to get good. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like Tommy, you're an energy guy. Like that whole Mercury retrograde bullshit you were telling people whenever we were getting our asses kicked last year. Yeah, that. It feels like the opposite of that, though. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you feel that?
Listen, it's different for everyone. It's based on your astrology, your stars, your alignment, your energy. So if you're feeling it, Slop, you got to do everything in your power to stop fighting guys who talk about 8% returns on Twitter. Just stay in your zone.
I was trying to help that guy.
I know.
Stay in your zone with him.
He's a demon.
Really trying to help him.
They send demons at you when you vibrate too high. He's a demon. Stay away from the demons.
They're way too stupid to send demons, dude.
Demons are dumb. They're like zombies.
Dude, I was dying. Yeah, that was a great ROI talk. It makes me want to make a video to kind of show the difference between ROI and stocks, which you know about, and ROI and sports betting, which compounds daily. So it's not even remotely the same thing, but they don't get it. They're like, dude, if you bet 500K and you only made 30 grand, you're like, nobody bet 500K. It said you wagered, you never had 500K. You know what I'm saying? So
here's the easy way to explain it. What Slop was talking about.
I don't think so.
It's 10 seconds. It's easy.
I don't think so. If
you bet well, I tried with an idiot. We're going to try with your viewers who are a little more smart. If you bet $100 today and you break even, and then you bet the same $100 tomorrow and break even, and then bet the same $100 the next day and break even, you've only put up $100, but you've bet 300.
Yes.
Right. So basically, you could
Line
bet
of
$500,000 over the course of a year and literally never deposit more than $100. It's possible to do that. So that's why the ROI is compounded off the daily.
If you just bet 1,300, I think, of your money daily, which would be kind of crazy to only have 1,300 and put it on play every day, but like technically, you could do that in theory. It would be you have 1,300. You're betting the same $1,300. Anyways, I don't want to go there. I was just talking about. I just feel like shit is good.
It's good. Let's go.
I feel like something really good's gonna happen.
Stop fucking stalling.
Yeah, I don't always feel like that. But, well, actually, I kind of always feel like that. But I just feel like more like that today. So what we'll do is we're going to let Matt go first since he's been winning, apparently. Like I said, I didn't even know that was happening. Like, I don't even notice stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just score and give the ball back to the ref, Matt. You know what I mean? Like, that's my strategy. There's no dancing here. Yeah, just give the ball back to the ref. But what's Trent say? Just put the fries in the bag. That's fine. I don't think that applies here, though. But anyways, Matt, you're going to go first. I'm going to go next. Tommy, you're next. We're just going to make three-leg parlays, guys. You can break those up however you want. I suggest doing one for each. That way, if someone catches fire, you hit a 3-legger today, and then do all of them together, because that would be a 9-leg parlay, and that would be awesome to hit one of those. So, Matt, stop stalling. You're up, dude.
All right, I'll start us with a banger. Want to keep it rolling. These plays have been good to us in the Thunderdome.
Apparently,
got a Jets helmet behind him. He's got some Jets memorabilia, some Jets stuff behind him. We're going to that game. Which is that game in London? Because it's like a 9 a.m. game.
All day it is.
We're getting a London game, which I don't mind. I like the first couple London games, and then if they do too many, I get a little tired of them. But
yeah,
it's always fun, right? Garrett Wilson, guys, 100+ receiving yards is plus 850. So slow start to the season, I think, for his standards. He's yet to hit 100 this season. He hasn't even got up to the 80 mark yet. But as we know, that means he's due for a breakout game. And they run into Minnesota. What do you guys think about Minnesota? You think they're the real deal, or are we thinking?
I think they might. They're on my strong maybe to be good.
Oh yeah, wait. Where's your list? You usually give the
it's coming. We usually have it by now.
Yeah, it's a little.
I like all right. So the algorithm is just taking a little longer this year, but it's always right.
Lower internet.
Never lost this algorithm. I will give you 5 teams that can win the Super Bowl. That will change though throughout the season. Because again, things change.
Season.
But it's a long season. But by the time the playoffs hit, dude, there's a list of teams that can win the Super Bowl, and that's it. So
I'll be on the list.
It's coming. But I think Minnesota is what I like to call a strong maybe.
Strong maybe. Okay.
Yep.
All right, that's good enough. But Minnesota, while they have been great, right? Probably the biggest press in football this year. They ranked dead last in passing yards allowed per game, 274.3. So their secondary has been shaky. Some of that also has to do with the fact that they've been beating teams up. So
they're kicking the shit out of people.
Right. So these teams are, they're a negative game script, so throwing the ball. I think this will be a close game, back and forth game. I honestly think the Jets probably cover this one, but I see a big Garrett Wilson game, 100+. Love the value, and let's keep it rolling. He's due for a breakout game, right?
He is.
He's kind of a diva too, and wide receiver divas are fun. The one game he got tackled at the 1 and started throwing the ball on the ground. They actually threw it to him the next play on the 1-yard line, so they're dedicated to trying to get him going. I like the big Wilson game.
He's a wide diva.
Yes, which are the best.
They like that.
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Now that we're talking wide receiver divas, I'm gonna flip-flop my first and second pick. That's the technical term for what I'm about to do. Yeah. Industry speak. I'm gonna go with a diva wide receiver, and that guy's name is Amari Cooper. I'm just gonna go 60+. He's gonna get that. You get a little first half cash on this thing. It's a 1:00 game. You don't want to spend too much energy on these ones. But that's plus 140 at ESPN Bet. It's an absolute joke. Deshaun Watson, not great. Hasn't been great. But again, if you're watching, you're kind of just feeling the vibes. He's getting a little bit better. He's not that bad. Okay, he's up to the not that bad level, and which is good. It's a good time because they're playing the Commanders, who I think are going to drop points on the Browns. I think I'm not saying they're set a record out there, but I don't think it's going to be like this. They got 10 points midway through the fourth quarter. I think they're gonna hang some points. Daniels is pretty good. They just whatever they're doing is working. So I think they do that. When that happens, though, we're going to have to see Deshaun throw. And Amari Cooper, rough week last week. He had that drop, but a lot of people don't remember they had like an 82-yard touchdown pass that was called back.
Yeah, that sucked.
So he kind of is right there. Washington, the secondary does give it up. Again, they've been beating people. I don't know if they're – last year it was because they were horrible, right? This year I don't know if it's because they were horrible. I think maybe it's a mix of both. Like they are – these teams are having to throw the ball against them. So he's only done this once, 7 for 86 against the Giants, but in the last – he was targeted 12 times that game. I think that is the type of game script we get instead of what we got last week. I don't even know what that was last week. It's just I don't even know what it was, like a pillow fight. It's them and the Raiders. I don't even they shouldn't have televised that game. But anyways, I think he goes 60 plus 140. We're 2-0. Tommy.
All right,
Come on,
let's
man.
go. I love both those plays. I think you guys are the best, and I think you just won. So there's a lot of pressure on me here. I'm going right to a guy who I drafted in pretty much every league, who I've been high on in every league, came out the gate, did exactly what I thought. I think this is the perfect spot for him, and I know Matt's going to agree here. I think the Bengals beat the Ravens this week. Okay. And we were all just talking in a pre-show a tiny bit about how the Bengals look like they're about to do that damn thing that they do every year when they start 0-3.
The whole
right?
damn thing.
Right. When you look at what the Ravens do offensively, it depends on who they play, right? Like we're looking at Likely and Andrews and Zay Flowers. They're just not connecting right now. And the guy right now is Justice Hill. So I've been betting his props every week. They're ridiculously low. His receiving prop is like 21 this week. It's egregiously low. In these tight games where they're potentially going to be trailing, you're going to see them unleash Justice Hill a lot more. He had a 33% target share, 55% routes last week. I think he had 60 receiving yards. I think this is another one of those games that gets a little up in pace. I think the Bengals are going to jump out on him a little bit, and they're not going to be able to just hammer Derrick Henry the whole entire game back and forth. So I'm going to be alt-lining Justice Hill here. You can go 40 plus. I'm actually going to go a little bit higher because I got to beat Matt. And Matt, yours was what, plus 560 on the one you just did? Matt, you're muted.
I was muted because I was drinking my drinks. Yeah, it was 850, Tommy. 850.
850. All right, well, I got to get 790. I'm not going to go to 8. I'll get you on the next one. So I'm going to go Justice Hill 60 plus receiving yards in this game.
I like that a lot.
60 plus receiving yards for Justice Hill. This seems crazy. He's playing a lot out of the slot now. I think they're going to run him all over the place. Just watching this kid run his routes, he looks like Kamara out there this year. So we're going to go plus 790 on Justice Hill, 60 plus.
I don't mind that. Who had him last week in here?
Someone else
Was it me? Yeah.
I mentioned him. I don't know. I didn't take him.
Yeah, it was me.
Was it you?
Yeah.
God damn it.
2.5 plus 140. It's like they don't even care about money.
They don't even care.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
realistically, to get plus 800 on this, guys, the first game of the year against Kansas City was the same type of game it'll be against Cincinnati. He had 52 on 6 catches. Last week against Buffalo, similar to Cincinnati, he was 6 for 78. So he's done it kind of already twice almost. So
negative game script, he could easily get that.
Yeah, all we need is the Bengals with a lead.
When they're down, Henry does not touch the field. Like, exactly. Down. Like when it's like it's pure passing. Yeah,
exactly. We saw it in week 1, right? Everyone thought it was going to be Justice Hill's backfield. So that's my favorite play on that Baltimore game. Which one am I going to give you next? Let me see which one you guys are most likely to steal. I'm going to go to my absolute fucking love child who cost me a plus 5,000 last week by dropping a touchdown in the fucking end zone. We're going right to George Pickens. So, Matt, this is the one I'm going to offset Matt with. Matt went with 52-yard Garrett Wilson to get 100 yards. I'm going to go with 54-yard George Pickens to get 100 yards against this Cowboys defense. I don't know how. Did you do 100 and a touchdown, Matt?
I said 100. I said straight up.
How is that? What did you get? Plus 800? Plus what on that?
100 plus. Let me see. It was 800, I think, unless I'm saying it wrong.
I don't know. That's crazy. Either way. All right. So I'm going to go. I got to get up there. I'm going to go plus 600 on this one. FanDuel may be low. I'm going George Pickens. Actually, let's put this down. We're going to go 80 and a touchdown for George Pickens on this. So that pays us. Let me just pull this in. Plus 230. Obviously, he's going against the Cowboys. We're very familiar with what's been going on with the Cowboys defense. They're absolute fucking disasters back there. They're hurt. Diggs, Micah, they got about 4 different injuries on the defensive side of the ball. And Slop, you'll like this. This is a Sunday night game. So it gives us some sweat late to hopefully close out.
Keep the party going.
Right. So we're going to go George Pickens, 80 and a touchdown. And Nigel, I'll get you the best line on that in 1 second.
Tommy, I was wrong, by the way. It's plus 700. I was looking at one.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I was shocked that it was that high compared to.
I was looking at 110, which is actually 110 on DraftKings plus 1,000. So if you think Garrett can get us 10 more yards, you can do that. But yes.
Yeah, no. The crazy thing I was thinking was that they have like the same prop, but Pickens is only like fucking plus like 400 to get 100 yards compared to Wilson. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know that actually is kind of crazy.
On like the same prop, yeah.
Right.
Nice. Do you guys like doing that? Like taking, let's say you got 3 guys that you think are going 100 plus, and just taking all 3 of them, like when they're plus 700 range, and just hoping one goes.
Yeah, you just need one to make some money.
Yeah.
I do that.
You know, obviously, you want all 3. I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I might get into that game again. I feel like I used to.
You're get involved.
Forget.
Yeah.
Like, did I do that last year or did I not?
Drake London last night. I saw a lot of people hitting him 100, 150 plus.
Yeah, that was the freest. Like he was like 5.5 receptions was plus money. I was like, is that a first half line? Like
that's nuts.
Again, if you haven't watched them play, like dude, they're literally that's like they literally practice just so they can get the ball to him. You know what I mean? Like that's literally why they exist. Is they just literally want to get the ball to that guy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, that's good.
I like it. I'm gonna go to the London game and give you something that a lot of people don't realize is happening. But Tyler Conklin, 4+ receptions, plus 140 at Fanatics. That's an absolute joke. All they do, literally, all they do is try to throw the ball to him. Aaron Rodgers just loves him. Caught 4 balls last week against the Broncos, who, guess what? The Broncos might have, like, the best defense in the NFL ever because I don't feel like anyone can do anything to them. It's kind of crazy. I think it was the Bucs they shut down, which is wild because you saw the Bucs last night against, you know, I'm not going to say Atlanta's good, but, like, Jesus Christ, like, they were just up and down the field on them. Then the Jets, who didn't look bad, but I was watching that game thinking, like, man, like, is Aaron Rodgers washed? And it kind of hit me as like, oh, yeah, it's the freaking Broncos again. Like, I don't want anything to do with that team. Well, now they're not playing the Broncos anymore. He targeted Conklin 8 times. If Minnesota gets ahead in this game, they're high value targets too, Matt. They're not like bullshit deep shots. These are like they should have all been completed. So if they get behind, it's gonna be just dump off city when they're not throwing to Garrett, obviously. So 4+ receptions, plus 140. That also makes your bet a little bit higher because we're gonna get the anti-correlation, you know.
Oh, yeah, we like that.
Yep,
that's true.
I'm thinking ahead, guys. Like it's
way ahead.
I'm playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers.
Me and Matt are black, red.
Yeah.
Black, red.
Yep. Oh man, that felt good. Matt, man, god damn it. That felt good, man.
Yeah,
that was a nice
release. I mean, I just ripped that out, dude.
He did.
Jesus.
Nice work. All right, we're now 5-0. All right, so now I go back to back. All right, so I'm going to start us off. First touchdown. Last time we did a first touchdown, we saw Lamar cruise right into the end zone. We're going to go Josh Jacobs, okay? The best value I see right now is plus 600. Some books have 500. The haters are out there, John and Tommy. They're going to say Jacobs doesn't score much. Packers uniform.
I think they're already saying it.
Yeah, because you know what? It's kind of true. Listen, they played Tommy's Rams, who Tommy did say was the best team in
guys, they're missing Puka and Cup.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Best team in the NFC. Have some respect.
Fuck you all. Fuck you all.
Yeah, they could. Tommy, there's Tom. It's only
by the way, who is the best team in the NFC?
49ers.
No.
It probably is still. The NFC stinks. Maybe Lions. I don't know. Lions are
might be the Vikings. Could be the Lions.
I mean, listen,
come on, guys. Let's stop acting like there's not good teams.
Those are gross.
Yeah, the Lions are fun. I'll say the Lions. But yeah,
Falcons are kind of fun.
Falcons are very fun. Yeah, Falcons keep you on the edge of your seat all game. But anyway, Jacobs runs into, as I was saying, Tommy's Rams. The Rams guys, they give up 165.5 rushing yards per game. That ranks dead last in the NFL. They lost Aaron Donald in the offseason. That defensive front has really struggled, especially against the run. I think the Packers are going to make it a point of emphasis to run the football early. They have Emmanuel Wilson also, who does get mixed in, but Jacobs is still, outworking him by a decent amount. He's still getting about 65% of the snaps, where Wilson's more in that like 35-40% range. So it's still Jacobs' backfield, especially in the red zone. He's capable of ripping off a big one. Fun fact, guys, about Josh Jacobs: he's never caught a touchdown. So maybe we get that here. That would be fun. I don't know if we can mix that in as like a receiving only first touchdown.
We can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's our world. It's our world.
He's due. What my point is he's probably due for one of those, and it could come this weekend. So Josh Jacobs first touchdown, and I think we're feeling pretty good. The last one, I was between a Travis Kelce first touchdown and anytime, but for the parlay, I think we do anytime just to kind of keep it a little safer.
Right after doing the first touchdown.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
I can't do two first touchdowns. That feels a little aggressive. Right?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah.
But I think one's a little aggressive for a 9-leg parlay, but okay.
One's a little aggressive.
Oh, you hit it last time, so fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I feel pretty good about it. We can get Kelce at plus 120 is the best price I'm seeing. Everyone's kind of hurt on the Chiefs, guys. Pacheco's out. Rice is out.
Yeah, they're favored kind of big.
They are, right? Like that's an interesting
hurt
one.
like
Half
that.
and half.
Wild.
I don't know. I mean, it's the Chiefs, though, right? Like they always find a way. But I do think this is going to be a Kelce game. We saw him step up last week from a yard standpoint. Had his best game of the season. I think he can rack up some yards here. I think he can find his way into the end zone. So we'll do anytime touchdown. He's going to be Mahomes' top option in this game for sure at plus 120. But I would take first touchdown also.
It's pretty aggressive.
I was all over him last week. I think people talking about Kelce being washed and Pitts sucking.
He's
People just don't watch football. People don't watch fucking football, dude. You're going to tell me Kyle Pitts sucks at football? Are you fucking retarded? Like, that's insane. And Kelsey's washed. Guy had 230 receiving yards in the championship game in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, and they had an entire offseason with Taylor Swift.
And partying internationally with Taylor Swift. He's just not in football shape in the first 3 weeks.
Dude, exactly.
Kelsey's a monster.
But you don't come back like you used to. You should know that, Tommy.
You're what?
Actually, 55 years old?
65 going on 45.
Okay.
But that's actually incorrect, Slop.
No,
Believe it or not. It
you
is.
Get better with age?
I went and looked up Antonio Gates, all the comparable tight ends in their 34th year and 35th year. Almost every single one of them had either the same as their averages or better, shockingly.
I don't believe you. But
He'll turn it on when he has to. Like he did it last year, right? Like we saw.
I'll be honest with you. I want to see Kelce do something, and he did. So I'm okay now. I'm back on Kelce. Pitts, I don't know if he can get open against a lot of people. I think if he can get open against you, he's going to be a problem. But I don't know that there's a lot of.
I think I drafted Pitts in every I'm the biggest
Pitts is if you watch Pitts in college, man, this kid is one of the most talented tight ends.
Fun fact, he played in my conference in high school football. Like
really?
He played at Archbishop.
Did you own him?
No, I
you shut him down.
I played.
Are you the reason did you end his career?
What you got there, John? Basketball or something?
Yeah, a little basketball. I got a wall right behind me that I can just kind of. When you guys start talking about nonsense, I got on it. All right. So am I up?
Yeah. That's how Snake works. Goes back to you.
Yep.
Good news, John. Sorry to cut you off. Nigel, even if DeadPres sweeps, he can't break his own record. What a puss! What a puss,
dude! Again. What a record.
Listen, I could if Kelce first touchdown, but you know what? I'm being
you pussied out. Nope.
You're being considered
boy.
I'm for the people. That's what I am. Yes.
I'm
all right. So I'm gonna go with a guy named Trey Tucker. I know he's playing the Broncos. I know, but at the same time, I think PS2 is going to follow around Myers. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why you'd waste a corner on like Myers, but like, hopefully he does. Here's the thing, though. They manufacture ways to get Tucker the ball. Devontae Adams is no longer there, so they need some kind of spark. And his reception total is only 3.5, plus 102, so it's barely plus money. But somebody's got to win bets here. We can't all just be throwing out first touchdown scores and putting in like 100+ yards with 6 touchdowns. You know what I mean? We got to get realistic at some point on the show. And I'm here to bring us back to reality. I just went 3-0 because Tucker, again, 3.5 receptions. It's offensive to him, I'm sure. Probably his family, his friends, his teammates, the city of Las Vegas. I mean, that's insane. 3.5 receptions. Plus money too to boot. That's to kick a guy when he's down. Dude, go look at them. Go watch. Go back and watch these games, Tommy. I want you to go watch the Raiders game against the Panthers. That kid is filthy.
I watched, yeah.
And I don't think they're going to be just running them out there, like running these long fly routes. I don't think they're doing that. Like, he might get a couple of those, but I think he's going to get those nonsense ones, like right into the line of scrimmage. Free receptions is what they're called in the streets. Again, over 3.5 is plus 102 at FanDuel. Sad. I mean, you could do 5+ if you wanted to. If you want to kind of man up a little bit and let the books know that you're not soft, you could do 5+. I'm going to stay with plus 102 because they already know me, so I'm good. Tommy, you're up.
They already know me. By the way, I love fucking Tucker, and I do agree with you. I know a lot of people probably watching this going, Slop just said Denver's the best team, and then he went with Tucker. First of all, Tucker's an assassin. Okay?
Yeah,
Tucker's fucking nasty. But Denver is not, in my opinion, the best D. I think they caught fucking Tampa on just a full handicap week.
Yeah, but I needed it for my last pick, Tom.
No. I'm defending you. Shut up. I'm defending your pick.
Like I did. We're on the same page.
I'm defending your pick.
I know.
I'm telling you how good it is because Denver's not the best ever. The thing that Denver does is Surtain. He locks down your number one. So if you're playing a team like the Bucks where he could just take Mike Evans off the field, you saw last night he scored the first 2 touchdowns. Against the Jets, he took Garrett Wilson off the field. You're running with Lazard. He's not going to probably shadow.
I don't think you. I don't know.
So you're going to see Tucker running wild on the other D-backs back there. I like that pick. I like that a lot.
I think he gets 4. He'll catch 4. I don't know, but the yards is like that's questionable because the yards are kind of low down there too, where you like him, like in the 30s, you know.
Yeah.
But like, I would say the reception just works.
I think Tucker's the number one on that team, believe it or not. I think he's going to end up being the number one, even though
people don't even know it, man.
Get him in your seasonal leagues immediately. I'm going to go here to see my prop. This is illegal because the prop that I want is Josh Downs, and he's not available anywhere. Does anyone see a Downs prop?
No, you're not going to get that for probably till tomorrow. We were talking about dude, they're going to save that.
Yeah, they're screwing us.
Focused on college football tomorrow. Everyone's going to be hammered and just forgetting about shit, and they're just going to slide in Josh Downs. I've seen them do it a million times, Tommy.
They're screwing us, dude. They're screwing us.
It's sad.
So I love the Josh Downs prop. I loved it last week. We hammered it. It was a max bet. So I love it again this week. So I'm going to go pivot over to Jaden Reed. We're going to go 100 and a touchdown for Jaden Reed. Okay. Now, keep in mind, I know we got Jacobs from Matt, but the Rams defense is fucking atrocious. As we said, there's no way to win the Super Bowl. Like I said, from the beginning of the year.
All right. Timeout though. Can I call timeout? I still got 2 left.
Yes, you can.
You have 2 left.
What,
hold on.
What happens though if they, I'm afraid they're going to be able to just run right through the,
and you know what's beautiful about that?
Through that? Like,
yes, I'll walk you through that right now. Jaden, again, another prop we don't have up yet that we will. His rushing and receiving prop is what I really want that they don't have up yet. They'll put that up closer to game time because Jaden Reed actually has almost 100 yards on the ground this year. 33, 37, 19, and 2. So if they run all over him, Jaden's running one in.
He might be one. Okay. See, Tommy, that's what I like about you, man.
Yeah.
You're ready.
Yeah.
A lot of guys would have cried like a little girl.
Nope.
But
we don't cry here. We don't cry here. So I'm gonna go Jaden Reed, 100 and a touchdown. Keep in mind, like I said, by closer to kickoff, you're gonna be able to get 125 rushing and receiving for this same price. Do that. But for right now, since we don't have the odds out, plus 440, Jaden Reed touchdown and 100 yards receiving. He's already gone for $138 twice this year, and we are missing Watson now. So there's gonna be a lot more targets to go around for him.
I had him last week. I thought he was a really good play. That's just why I was kind of on Wilson. Like, I know they're not the same. Like, so no one's saying they're the same. But, like, I don't know. They just feel kind of, like, in tune with each other. You know what I mean? Like, so this week he's going to go against the Vikings, Wilson is, and probably do the same shit Reed was able to do.
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it. You know
what I mean? Listen, the bottom line is Reed just proved that you can do that against the Vikings. That's all you need.
Yep. All you really need is $1.75 because if you had that, you could parlay all 9 of these, all 9 squares, and you would win $1 million.
Let's go.
That's
pretty crazy. I didn't notice. Is that a Phillies jersey?
Yeah, I'm going. Well, going to the game tomorrow. Big series coming up.
What do you think about this? You were pissed the Mets won that, right? You much rather would have played.
I was. Well, I bet on them, so I kind of did that was my play. But then in the same breath, I didn't want to play the Mets. I'm very scared of the Mets.
Yeah. Everyone.
I will say that. I will say
Yeah,
that.
they're magic, dude.
They're like last year's like Diamondbacks or like the Phillies when they made
This year's a lot of people are saying they're like this year's Tips, and that's Hooksbury Old Man Softball League.
Yeah.
Where we just kind of caught fire at the wrong time.
I don't
You
know.
what I mean? Like and people hated it because we were magic. Like we could
You
not
just
lose.
had it hot. Yeah,
And
that's
it's like, yeah, they were done, dude. They were done. They were
Alonso
done.
hits
That
a
game
home
was
run to
over.
right
Yeah,
field.
that game was over.
When does Alonso ever hit a home run to right field?
When did Alonso ever hit a ball with runners and scoring?
Exactly.
Yeah, Evan Williams. No.
Like
So I heard a crazy stat. It was the first time in MLB history that a team hit a home run to go ahead in the ninth of a like win or go home game, like basically a game 7.
Okay, so that's never happened before.
I couldn't believe, like, baseball's been around forever.
A while, yeah, since
never
I can remember.
I don't believe that.
In like a game 7, game 5, or game 3. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Look it up, Tommy.
I'm gonna fact check you.
Call your guy. We'll get back to you. I believe you, Matt, but Tommy just.
I don't believe you.
I believe it.
He has that conspiracy theory look, like he's about to solve some shit, dude.
And
Yeah,
come
I'm
out.
gonna dive into this. He's gonna find something in like 1824.
I am.
We're
The
gonna
Black
Could be like
Sox,
related
the
to
Black
Chris
Sox
Farley
did it,
somehow. And you're just like, what the fuck, Tommy?
Yeah, I don't know. They just gave Tom some out.
That one, I mean, dude, the Mets fucking with the Lindor home run against the Braves, and then that home run. I mean, how? Like, I'm the biggest Met hater in the world. Even I can't fucking. I'm like, fuck, Phillies.
Dude,
fuck.
they're magic. I told somebody last night at bowling. I mean, I might have had a couple, but I was like, I think I want the Mets to win now, just because they feel like they're the most tip team in left.
Like also rooting for like it's still the Mets. Like
Yeah,
I know that was the problem we were all having.
Payroll. Yeah, like the Tigers are the team that's like fun to root for.
Oh yeah, they got Barry. All right, so I got an AL team, I got an NL team.
There you go.
I
want the
Padres,
Tigers,
Yankees.
Mets.
All right, let's do our World Series predictions. What are yours?
Tigers, Mets.
Tigers, Mets.
I'll say Phillies. I'm gonna go Phillies, Yankees. Very boring, but that's fine.
What do you got?
I already have a lot of money on this. Padres, Yankees. I've had it for weeks. I think that's a lot.
I have a future that with the Padres.
None of you guys is fun.
That would pay me my biggest bet ever, but it's not gonna happen. The Royals, I think, are gonna get swept.
There's nothing fun about you guys' picks right now. I mean, the Yankees
our picks aren't fun until they win.
Also, first time the Phillies and Mets have ever played in the playoffs, which is also kind of nuts.
I do like Slop's pick the backs.
That would be so fun, dude. We get Barry in the World Series, and then we also get the Mets that just are on fire somehow for no reason.
It'd be like
the Tigers Mets World Series. Yeah, my dog.
It'd be like 14 people watching that World Series.
I would watch it, dude. You guys want to come over?
Listen, they want a New York World Series.
I don't know if the Mets count as New York. They're kind of like the Jets. Like, do you really get the New York? I guess
it says it in the name. That's about
it.
it.
Yeah, everyone wants Yankees, Dodgers. That's what everyone wants. I've been waiting for it forever. But it's
as long as the Yankees are in. If the Yankees don't get in, those other 3 teams are not going to do numbers. They're all like low.
Yeah.
You know,
Yankees Phillies would be fun, Matt. If Yankees Phillies go, me and you are going to every game. We're going together.
I will do
right next to each other.
Yes.
All right. No offense, guys. This conversation's getting super boring.
We're still on air.
We're talking baseball. Here's what we're gonna do. Tommy, you're going at 2 p.m. on Twitter, right?
Yep, 2:05 p.m. on Twitter.
Yes, that means 2:10.
Really 2:15.
2:05 and then
really 2:15.
2:05. Then it was 2:10.
It's like 2:15.
It'll be like 2:15. Yeah. All right. No, that's fair. Matt, where are you?
Right now I'm at my house, but I will be on this. I'll be there also. You can find me on Twitter at DeadPresPicks. We'll have a nice little trial this weekend, and then all my articles will be on oddcheckerus.com. So check that out.
Awesome. And I am at Slop Rules on Twitter. We're gonna be back here at 4 p.m. today, running through the tools at Odds Jam, which is awesome. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And I hope you guys have fun cashing this 9-leg parlay because I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. I just feel like something good's going to happen, dude. I feel like it just did.
It's coming.
So thank you, everybody. Have a great one.